Hey everyone, Dan and Leslie back for another Disney dining review.
We are headed into Epcot, and we are going the right way, which is left.
That's not confusing at all.
Into Mexico, we are going to go to San Angel Inn, which is inside the pyramid in the Mexico Pavilion.
This is a little bit confusing to a lot of people because there are two table service restaurants inside the Mexico Pavilion. There is also a quick service restaurant. There's also two different places to get margaritas. All those are separate. So we're going inside the pyramid to the table service restaurant over there. We have eaten here multiple times. I don't know why, like for me, I prefer more Tex-Mexy Mexican. This is like traditional Mexican. I mean, I've only been to Mexico a few times, but this appears to me to be traditional Mexican. So it's never something I'm craving, but every time we go and we get it, we enjoy it.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I always look at the menu and I think,
hello, sister.
What am I gonna get? Because none of this sounds great. But then we get the food and I love it.
So what are we talking about here? Like what kind of food?
Okay, so I mean, of course you have margaritas. I mean, out the wazoo. There's all different kinds of margaritas. I think a lot of them are the ones that you can get in La Cava, like the cucumber, the El Diablo, the wild one. There is a San Angel Inn margarita that is $24. It is a whopping $24. For appetizers, there's soups, there's chips and salsa, chips and guac, a queso fundita. There is a tostada as an appetizer, which we have heard good things about. And then entrees, there are everything from like tacos to like a Caesar salad, enchiladas, fish tacos, some other fish, some osobuco, all different kinds of things.
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
All right, well, there's only one way to find out. We haven't eaten here in a while, actually.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to go and see how it is.
Let's go.
Let's do this. We have arrived. It is a little dark in here, but it's really well themed, and I do enjoy the ambiance quite a bit.
We look actually quite good with the lamplight.
I know, so there's no lights above,
Yeah.
and it's like you're sitting in an outdoor Mexican, like a terrace restaurant, save for a little bitty flame lantern on the table, which is nice eating, not so nice filming, so we have this like flame lantern like right in front of us. Anyway.
I think it's lovely.
We ordered drinks. I got the corn old fashioned, which I have had multiple times. I know I love it. Rumor has it that this is pre-mixed, which is a little bit disappointing, but it does come with one large ice cube, crystal clear ice cube.
Crystal clear, yes.
And it is so good.
So I got the wild one this time, the margarita, and it comes with, it's tequila, orange liqueur, ginger passion fruit cordial, lime juice, mezcal, and a hibiscus salt rum. I don't think I've had this before, but I don't remember. That's really good. It's sweet, but you've got the smokiness of the, you've got the smokiness of the mezcal in there that like really kind of cuts that overly sweetness to it. I really like that one a lot.
Pretty much all the drinks that you can get here, you can get in La Cava. So that's where I've had this old fashioned multiple times. Same thing with the margaritas as well. We are gonna do 3 appetizers because there's multiple things we want to try, and then we're gonna share an entree.
So we got the fancy name for chips and salsa and queso. And then we also got the guacamole, which comes with pork rinds to dip in the guacamole, which is very interesting. And I don't usually like pork rinds, but I do like it whenever it comes in guacamole. And then finally we got the tostadas, which comes with chicken on top of them.
So the tostadas, there are 2 tostadas, which is perfect for us. So would you like to each try a tostada starting out?
All right, that came recommended to us, and boy, am I glad it did. That is fantastic.
That is the best tostada I've ever had, to be honest with you. It's beans, it's chicken, it's cotija cheese, It is.
I have a radish on mine.
Is there? There's
Some cilantro.
I mean, the tostada itself, the shell is just. Oh, this is good.
Really good.
All right, let's try the guacamole and the chips and dip real quick. So the last time I came here, we had to beg them to get us just white queso from La Cava because they didn't have it on the menu. All they had was queso fundido. They still had the queso fundido, but now you can also get just the chips and salsa and the white, just creamy queso from La Cava. I'm assuming it's the same. It's so good.
Those chips are like nice and airy, but still firm enough that you can dip. Oh man.
I love the salsa here. It's very, very smoky. Got a kick to it. Not your traditional salsa. It's very smooth. There's no chunks in it. I love, love, love the salsa here so much. All right, pork rind with guacamole. What is that, mango in the guacamole? Mango and pumpkin seeds, I think.
I'm happy.
Guacamole is super good. It's actually really, really good with this pork rind, so I'm gonna dig in.
Yeah. All right. So our entree just came. We got the tacos de ribeye. It is shaved ribeye with poblano and red peppers, red onions, bacon, Monterey Jack cheese, served with corn tortillas and plantains. And the plantains are topped with a crema mexicana and cotijas cheese. And this looks amazing.
I love, so we asked her recommendation, and she said this was perfect for sharing because it comes just in a bowl with tortillas on the side, so you build your own little street tacos, which is great. I would like to try the plantains first.
Ooh, me too.
Really good balance of sweet and salty there.
That's
Would you like
fantastic.
a tortilla? Just took a little bite of the mixture. That's pretty tasty. That is one of the better tacos I have had.
That is fantastic. We're going to continue gorging ourselves for a little bit longer. We're going to take the rest home to Jennings. Unfortunately, Aiden's working tonight, so he's going to miss out completely. And then we'll finish this up at home.
All right, we are back.
This was a surprising one for us, but first, if you're looking to plan your next magical vacation, please reach out to us over at Fantastical Vacations. We plan Disney destinations, Universal, cruise lines, and all-inclusive resorts.
It shouldn't be surprising because honestly, we figured it out. It was 2018 the last time we came here.
Yeah.
But we've been here multiple times, and every time we come, the menu does not look great to us, but we go, we pick something, and it's phenomenal. So
Every time.
And they have revamped their menu since 2018. Some of the stuff is still on it, but specifically, I remember having to beg them to go over to La Cava and get their white queso with chips, so we could have it there because we didn't want the queso fundido, which is more of like a skillet, thicker cheese queso thing. And they did, but it wasn't on the menu. But now it's on the menu. Anyway, let's get started.
Okay. All right, so let's start with ambiance and theming. So you're inside of the pavilion, right? So you're inside of the pyramid, but it feels like you're in an outdoor market at night. And it's like dark, there's candles on the table, the ambiance is really nice. I would say the one thing that this place has a problem with is all of their tables are basically two tops, and they just like smush them together or pull them apart based on the number of people in the party. And so if you have lots of two tops, boom, 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 you're basically like right next door to the people next to you.
Yeah, I don't really, I don't like that. No. So normally, because we like to get multiple things, so for instance, in this case, we got 3 appetizers that take up a lot of room on the table, and a two-top just does not give you that. If you are going a couple with a date night with nothing else on the table except for one appetizer in the middle, your waters and your drinks, it works fine. That's not what happens, especially here, because even the two-tops have a
candle. It's like a
lamp.
lamp.
A lamp. It's a real fire in there. And it's huge because there's the glass globe around the lamp, and that's in the middle of the two-top. And so Leslie was like, she went to the restroom after she checked in, and she's like, I'm not gonna ask for a 4-top because most of them are 4-tops in there. What she couldn't see is that all the two-tops were pushed together into 4-tops, and they were just pulling them apart. So anyway, so we got in there, of course, they tried to give us a 2-top, and we're like, like, I'm sorry. I know we're gonna be a pain. We are those people. I know we're only 2 people, but we have a camera. We have, you know, the lamp. We're gonna order multiple appetizers. There's just not enough room here. To their credit, they were fine with it.
Yeah,
they were super accommodating. He radioed, he asked, and within, 10 seconds we had a 4-top. So it was great.
Yeah. So the ambiance and theming outside of being like right next to people is fantastic. I mean, you've got the boats from Three Caballeros passing by. You've got kind of like the nighttime feel, the low lighting. And I think that for whatever reason, in restaurants that are darker like that, everyone just tends to be a little quieter.
I don't. The only thing that it doesn't have that wouldn't push it up to the highest rating is that extra little oomph, right? So like a fireworks view, or like a view of like there's no view except for the inside, the pyramid and the inside of the building and the boats passing by, or like characters, that kind of thing. So there's no like extra added thing, but yeah, it's wonderful. We ended up rating it a 4.5.
Yeah. Service. So service, I don't know if they like changed shifts or what, but we had one server that we started with and we ended with a different one. So she either didn't like us or she went on break. I don't know. I'm gonna say she went on break.
The guy got a good tip, so I don't know. Her bad if she didn't like us.
The guy was fantastic. He was wonderful. But so they did a great job. They were on top of things. They were filling our waters. They were checking on us, making sure we didn't need more tortillas, and got us, a box, and they were really good, outside of like telling the story and all of that. So we gave them a 4.
Yeah, I don't, for servers, for us, it's like, if you don't, like 4 is about the highest you can get out of 5 if you're not going into like great detail, like leading the customer somewhere, right? So like storytelling, backstory of the restaurant, describing in detail what goes into the food, the careful preparation from the kitchen staff once they set the place down, like explaining what's on the plate. That would bump it up from a 4 to a 5.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of people like, well, what else could they done if they didn't fill your water and bring you what you asked for? There's a lot they could do, honestly. So I mean, average is doing what they're supposed to. That's a 3 out of 5. 4 out of 5 is on their own coming up, filling the waters and asking if we need anything else, more tortillas and that. And that's where they're at, 4. And then 5 out of 5 is going that above and beyond, extra level on top of what they should be doing, taking care of us and providing all the backstory and leading and guiding and making it an actual experience rather than just a waiter bringing food.
All right, drinks
here are phenomenal. They are the same at La Cava. We love this is a La Cava shirt. We love La Cava del Tequila in there, and you get the same drinks in both places. So they're great. Like, I don't know what else to say. We've rated them before. The old fashioned I got made it on my best old fashioned video. If you want to see that, check that out. That was just from a few weeks ago. What else can you say? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, they're just so good. Like, and I haven't had a bad one yet. So we gave it a 5 out of 5.
Yeah, Food was shockingly good, like everything. Usually there is something in there that like we nitpick and maybe it's just not quite there. Honestly, like the food that I can remember rating a 5 was Victoria and Albert's and Monsieur Paul, and that the chef is back there like creating art. This was not art, it was just very, very good food, very good dishes. Thought went into creating the menu. We loved everything. The guacamole was good guacamole, but you pair it with the pork rinds that had the hot sauce on it, it became great guacamole.
Yeah.
You love that queso.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I told him that I almost licked the bowl. And then he threatened that he was going to get that on camera, so I didn't. But I did scrape every last bit of that cheese out of there. I love that queso. That the tostada was phenomenal. It was so good. And then finally our entree of the tacos de ribeye, like, if I had had more room in my stomach, I would have eaten more of it because it was just so delicious. Matter of fact, so much so that like I don't want Jennings to heat all of it up because I'm afraid he's not going to eat it, and I want to be able to eat it again if he doesn't eat it all.
Oh, he's going to eat it all. He's going to eat it all. All that to say, we gave food a 4.5. If you add all that together and divide by 4, you get a 4.5 out of 5, which if you know us, anything 4 and above, we will definitely be back. It's going to be way less than 5 years before we make a return here. this just reinforced how good this is. It was wonderful, actually.
Really good. Yeah, if you can't get a spot over at La Cava del Tequila for the trio and some margaritas, definitely hop over to San Angel Inn and see if they can squeeze you in, because it's good.
It generally does fill up, but when we were there at 3:30 on a Monday, there was plenty of seating.
Yeah.
And so I would definitely ask, because it was wonderful. And definitely make an advanced dining reservation if you want to have some great Mexican food in Epcot while you're there. It was actually pretty reasonably priced.
Yeah.
Like, I feel silly saying anything like something over $100 for 2 people is a good value, but we got 3 appetizers, we shared an entree, and we each got 2 not cheap cocktails. Mine was $22, yours was 16?
I can't remember, but
17,
regardless, it was strong.
Yeah, and the drinks were strong, and it was less than 150 bucks. I think it was like 130 with tip and everything. We did get a 10% discount for DVC, so know that they do a discount for that.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you are liking these videos, please hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss the next one.
And we will see you on the next video.